At Greenwood Brewing, we believe that every good conversation starts with a beer.
Hello, I'm Courtney Sargent Marks with Hello Babe Boudoir. Cheers! My background is actually in photojournalism, so I started my career as a photojournalist working for newspapers. So I started out in an industry in which I was a minority female. And I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the challenge. I enjoyed kind of the extra pressure that is put on you as a woman. I don't think it's fair, but I did enjoy it. It pushed me to be a better photographer. Oh, cool. So that taught me a lot about documentary photography. And after that, I started Courtney Sargent Photography, which was my first business that I started in 2008. And that is primarily wedding and portraiture. So over the last 10 years that I've been doing that, I have really developed a love for portraiture. And wedding photography is more of a documentary, documenting these beautiful, happy moments. And I really was trying to find something that I could create good in the world and give it back to the world through photography. I actually did a boudoir session myself before I got married. And I was really nervous to do it, and I was like, oh, I gotta do all these things and go on a diet and get a tan. And after doing it, I realized no, this session was for me. Mm-hmm. This was all about empowering me and making me feel confident and making me feel like a beautiful woman. So after that, I thought about it for a long time, years actually, and then I spent the last year and a half about developing Hello Babe Boudoir and developing the vision, and we officially launched in March. With boudoir, I think it has this, it can sometimes have a negative connotation. We have this idea of oh, boudoir photography is a certain type of sexy photo that maybe seems unattainable to some women. For me personally, I felt that it was unattainable. It didn't seem like something that I would do because I thought of myself more as a cute girl, not sexy. I didn't really identify with that. But once I did my session and realized it is about defining sexy for you, it could mean anything. Some boudoir sessions are fully clothed, some are fully nude. It just depends on your level of comfort and what makes you feel the most beautiful. So the process really is, I'm trying to get women to love themselves first. And then once they are at that point and they're ready to say, yes, I want to celebrate my body, that's where we come in. And we help them just celebrate their body. A whole day where you get pampered, you get hair, you get makeup, drinks, music, encouragement, and we photograph you, you feel great. And then after that, we hope that you leave with just feeling empowered and confident and really feeling like you love everything about your body. Not despite your imperfections, you love your imperfections, you love everything. It's, the pictures at the end are one thing, but the whole experience is really what it's about, because the experience is what's really lasting. That's it's gonna have an effect on your confidence and your ability to go out in the world and feel powerful. I feel like I've always been a little unusual in the beer game, in that I really always liked beer. I've always been the lone girl drinking beer at college parties, and of course starting out I drank shit beer.
Yeah.
It's embarrassing.
Yeah. I feel like also you need a little top off. So
yeah, I'll take it.
I'm just gonna
I think I started off with Newcastle, and
that's actually better than Bud Light.
That was somebody, an older person, oh, this is a good beer.
Yeah.
That was when I was young. And then Miller High Life is a shameful time.
Oh, yeah.
And then I tried an IPA and I was like, oh, this is me. This is what I'm looking for. I was just unusual in that I liked the bitter flavor of it. I love everything about beer. Anytime that I've ever tried to give up beer, because I'm just so many calories, which is bullshit. But whenever I've tried to give it up, it's the only alcoholic beverage I really, really, truly like. It's the only alcoholic beverage I get satisfaction from. And I enjoy the hobby of it. I enjoy trying different types of beers and learning more about it and learning about the variety of hops and beer tasting. I like the social aspect of it. We have some friends who live in Calgary, and we went up to visit them, and they're big beer nerds, and they get a lot of beer that we can't get here. So they had a little beer tasting party where they had friends over. Everybody brought a bottle of something rare, and then we all just sipped and shared. And that experience was like, this is what beer is about. So I had to really think about this a lot, and I think that the biggest thing is I would have told myself to trust my gut, to follow my intuition. Because I think that deep down we all know what we really want, but we're afraid that that's not what other people want us to do.
Right.
And that other people are gonna think like, wait, you're using your talent this way, or you're doing that? Like, that's not what I expected from you. So just following your gut, no matter what.
Yeah.
And it'll lead you to where you're supposed to be faster.
Yeah.
Then, because you'll eventually get there.
Right.
But if you don't fight it, then it'll be faster.